Okay. Why is this so hard? Welcome back. I'm gonna drink a pre-workout. I'll be back. Okay. Drinking my pre-workout makes me happy. Anyway, I really should be looking here. Okay, I'm gonna start again. That was really bad. Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. My name is Teresa. Thought today I would do a Q&A so I can get to know me, sort of sit down video, kind of a life update. Kind of just want to get back into YouTubing. Let's do it for fun, and yeah, it's something I enjoy. I think it's also a way for me to reconnect with my family. I've moved recently from my hometown to the Gold Coast and kind of miss creating videos. So I actually asked on my Instagram account, so I have a makeup one and my personal account, to know what people want to know about me. But I'm like trembling, what the hell? What people want to know about me, and I've made a list on my phone and I will pop the question here. I won't be showing people's names, it will all be anonymous. So we'll start it off. So the first question is, which I thought was really random, is how old are you? I am 24 years old. I am turning 25 next month, which is crazy to me because life is crazy. You have certain goals, you have certain, visions for when you're at a certain age, and I'll let you know, for all the youngins watching this, life is crazy and it doesn't always turn it out to the way you want it to half the time, and that's okay because I'm happy where I am at the moment. So yeah, 24 turning 25 next month. So the second question was, what is your cultural background? I am pretty much full-blooded Filipino. I was born in a town called Ingham, here in Australia. So that's where I was born, so I classify myself as Australian as well. And I also have Spanish background, and I've just recently found out from my grandmother that I'm also American Indian. I feel like that's the correct way to say it. That's crazy too. I didn't even know that was in my blood. So Filipino, Spanish, Australian, American Indian. That's all I know so far. I'm gonna go with that. So what's it like being the oldest in your family, and how many siblings do you have? So I have 5 siblings. I have 2 younger twin sisters. They are 22 this year. I have a younger brother who is turning 19. And then I have another younger brother who is 10. And my youngest brother is 3 this year. One of my sisters also have 2 kids, so I'm also an auntie. I have a 2-year-old niece and a 3-month-old nephew, which is crazy because people think they're my siblings as well, but I thought I'd just mention that they are my niece and nephew. Yeah. What's it like being the oldest? I'm always having to set an example for my younger siblings, whether it would be breaking the ice as when we were younger, doing things that we weren't really allowed to do, but once I showed mum and dad that it's okay to do, I wanted my siblings to have the same experience but not as restricted. Also setting the example of like graduating university, like that was like the #1 thing my mum and dad wanted from me. I get, like, having a degree is very handy. I did a business degree. Has definitely benefited me from, I've learned a lot from that degree, but I'll go into detail about that later. But yeah, setting example education, self-growth, like showing that I can be independent. Like, I've moved from my hometown to a bigger city where everything's so much more expensive, and I've had to cut back on so many things I've loved, but I wouldn't have it any other way because it's like pushed me into a way that helps me grow and like show my like siblings like there is a life out of where we've grown up. Like there's a whole world out there, so many opportunities where I live now that you can literally have at your fingertips. You just got to go for it. And luckily enough, my family is moving at the end of the year, so I'm pretty excited about that. So I have been homesick for a while, so I'm so glad that they're moving at the end of the year. Don't know if that makes sense. Pretty like all over the place with that. And I've like lost my breath because I've like got all these emotions going through my head. So my next question, why did you move from Townsville? So I felt like I was in a rut within myself. Like I've done what I needed to do there. I've always had the ambition to move from my hometown just to know what it's like living in a different place. I don't know, maybe one day I'll go back, but I have no plans going back anytime soon. I enjoy where I live now. I've done the whole graduating uni, high school, bought my own car, lived out of home for a couple of years. I've got Aaron, obviously. It's really hard to explain, I guess, when you reach a point in your life and you feel like you need a change in your life. I can't recommend enough to go for it because for me personally, I just think, how can I live here and feel like I've reached my potential? Like I knew there was bigger things that I wanted to do and I just felt like I couldn't achieve it living in Townsville. That's pretty much what I was saying. And like wanting to move away to learn independence, I guess. I don't know. I felt like that answer, I don't know. Next question. What did you study and why did you study it? I graduated uni a couple of years ago, back in 2018, in a Bachelor of Business, and then I did a major in Sports and Events Management. Reason why is I'm an OCD freak. I love organizing stuff, especially when it comes to like events. Growing up in a big family, like that was a big thing. Events like Filipino festival, birthdays, traditional events, I can't think of the top of my head. I always liked enjoying organizing events and like seeing it come together. That's a pretty cool feeling. Like I got the experience to organize a few events throughout my internship, and it like led me to meeting more local businesses, helping them out with events, getting my experience up in that way. And well, that's the event side of things, but the business side of it all, I feel like that gives you a lot of knowledge and depth. Always going to be beneficial for you, like whether it's accounting, marketing, PR, business negotiation. Business is always something I've been interested in. A lot of the things that I've learnt from uni has benefited me today. If you don't know what you want to do in uni, can't recommend enough for you to sit down and really think about if it makes you happy, because you're spending so much money. You really need to figure out if that degree is gonna benefit you. A lot of people I've graduated with don't even use their degree, like they've gone on to other hobbies and interests that they've always wanted to pursue. But like, you know, at least you have that degree to fall on if whatever you're pursuing doesn't work out. Like it's always going to be there. Just make sure it's 100% of what you want to do, because you don't want to be wasting like 4 or 5 years of your life studying hardcore for a degree that might not even benefit you in any way. And I felt like, to me personally, that business was very versatile in things that I've been interested in. Like I've always liked beauty industry, and like now that we're like isolated and quarantined and shit, have decided to do more study. Thought might as well make it useful, get my brain working again. Like I feel like I'm kind of going crazy, and I low-key, hate to say, but I low-key miss uni. Like I low-key miss having like a busy schedule. Hope that answers your question. I got this question a lot. What got you into makeup? So, I was always into makeup throughout high school. I've always had a passion for it. I would always admire celebrities' makeup that you would see online. It was also like the peak of Instagram and YouTube started. Like YouTube was always a thing, but like beauty gurus kind of like were peaking, I don't know what, 2011? like when I was like 16. Like I just was like amazed like how makeup can be applied in different ways, and like the way they created it on themselves was pretty cool, and always had an interest in that. More creativity wise, like a lot of my family were pretty good with drawing or like photography, expressing like ways that like I couldn't express the art form of makeup. Like I love the way makeup would apply to you, but like artistry behind it is just so fascinating to me, and I never knew lengths that you could go to create like a look. Like it was just so crazy for me. So another question that I got was, what are your goals and plans for the future? My main goal is just to be happy. I feel like if you have this picture in your head, like, which is okay obviously, like to have a picture in your head of what you want, but like if you set too many goals for yourself, look, also me, get this expectation at every age you turn and you haven't achieved it, gives you a bit of disappointment, I guess. When I was younger, we would always be asked like, what is your goals for the next 10 years? And like my high school reunion's in 2 years time, and there's no fucking way I've like achieved what I wanted to achieve by that age. Like what? No. My main goal in life is just to be happy and like take life as it comes, putting my happiness first. I've been really guilty of putting other people's happiness before mine and being a people pleaser. I've learnt to start putting myself first and making sure that I make that as a priority. I've always had the goal obviously to buy a house, get married, have kids, rah. My number one goal to just be happy within myself and putting my happiness first. My plans, I guess, I think in the next year or two go on like a really big overseas holiday trip. Like I am hungry to get out and travel the world, but obviously it's really hard with what's everything going on. It's just frustrating because like obviously, for example, I had a goal moving here, started my new job, build a client base, save money to travel, and obviously go on an overseas trip by the start of next year. Did that all go to plan? No, it fucking didn't, did it? But yeah, my number one goal is to travel, and then once that's done, I would like to start looking into buying a house. I mean, if I get engaged between that time, maybe plan a wedding, but no pressure to Aaron. We've already had that talk. That's always a goal of ours. Like we are in the long shot with each other. Like I've been with him for a while now and we're pretty comfortable where we both are with each other. He has a lot of self-growth that he wants to do as well. So obviously he's supported me a lot. I want to support him a lot as well. It's what he wants to do in his life. Yeah, at the moment we just want to travel, hey? Like we're young, we want to make the most of it. Kids and marriage is like way down the track. That's just not a priority right now. We're both comfortable enough, like if a surprise comes along the way, we'll go with the flow, but there's nothing planned to have a kid at the moment. We love kids in an auntie and uncle way, but not in our own parenting way at the moment, if that makes sense. Yeah, that's I guess how I'm going to answer my goals and plans at the moment, because everything's up in the air at the moment with this coronavirus shit. You kind of just want to put yourself happiness first, work on like positive energy, fuck the people off that don't make you happy, focus on like your main goal in that period of time, which is for me and Aaron is to travel. So that's what we want to do, and that's what I want to do, and I know that's what he wants to do, so that's my goal for the future at the moment. So the next question is, what do you do to keep yourself busy during this quarantine? Because I live in Queensland, we're pretty lucky here that a lot of restrictions have been lifted a little. We're being a bit more freedom within like going to the beach, going for a shop. To keep myself busy, I've been on a fitness journey. I've been working out 5 out of the 6 days. Oh my god. 6 out of the 7 days, so I only have Sundays off, but then there's off weeks where I'll have 2 days off training and then 5 days training. That's like been my main thing, and cooking and baking has been like brought me a lot of joy. That's helped me a lot. I've also been like gardening, I guess. Like I have a few plants that I've been growing. I've actually just recently had to separate my succulents because they've multiplied like crazy, and it makes me so happy that I haven't killed them. The only plants I killed were flowers, so I'm staying away from that until I'm a bit more advanced. But gardening, cooking, cleaning, I guess. I'm an OCD freak. Like my house is always spotless. Organizing, like I'm always trying to find more beneficial ways to organize my house. Phoenix has also been a way to keep me busy. Like I take them for a walk every 2 to 3 days. Well, oh yeah, makeup done. Been challenging myself, educating myself in makeup more, pushing my comfort zone in that area, I guess, putting myself out there. Starting my YouTube channel again, obviously. I'm gonna study online, like I said before. FaceTiming my family a lot. Each day, like I make a little goal to achieve, and then I feel better about myself. It's pretty much how I've kind of kept myself busy through this time. Yeah, I guess you just have to like make sure you're doing something for yourself each day, because if you don't, you just fall into like a negative headspace, and not great. It's not great at all, because then you're stuck in a rut, which I was stuck in a rut for a while, but slowly come out of it. So my next question is, what would you tell your younger self? Enjoy the moment. Enjoy every moment you can. Not think about the worst of everything, because that was my really bad trait. This is my last question because I've been blabbing on for too long. How long have you and Aaron been together for? 8 years this year. Ooey dooey. Where's my ring, Aaron? Just kidding. Just kidding. What am I? No. 8 years we've been together since we were 17. So I think I am done rambling because my mouth is dry. I'm not quite sure what I'm heading towards this channel, but I think at the moment it might be more vlog style, maybe. Thanks for watching. Like and subscribe. Hey Feeny, come here. Feeny's here. Say hi. So like and subscribe to my channel. And yeah, thanks for watching. Bye. Oh my god. I don't know why I'm whispering, because I don't want Aaron to hear me talking to myself. Welcome back to my channel. And have it's like I felt like I don't know, really messily, like I like because not like Ari fucking sucked. Like it was just so crazy for me. I like and like through like often like was like and I'm like what, and like being inspired by like obviously like and like to like learn different techniques on like the products. Like it's just never ending. Like there's always something you need to learn. Being the oldest can be a bit. I'm gonna answer this question again because that was really bad.
Some smile.